What's good, gamers? The Firestorm format, we're about halfway through it. We are coming upon the live stream release, and we had a ban list come into effect just recently. And Clash is out now as well, which it's crazy to be able to do a deck profile in Clash. But today I want to show you a deck that I've been playing around with recently. I brought this to locals yesterday, and I've been really enjoying it because we're all kind of getting tired of fives, I think. You know, aggro, some might try to call it. The reality is that it's all fives, it always has been. And so I want to show you something that's 5E. And in this case, that is Fortifact Wasp Ivy. I don't know. I'm trying so hard to find, the little spice that makes me enjoy playing a deck that isn't just fives, that isn't just the same aggro. I've been playing Thunder at locals. I've been enjoying it, but it's just fives. I've been enjoying, playing heal control, but in a way it's just a different way of playing a good stuff kind of deck. There's no fives in it though. There's an Ass Rabbit. So this is just a different type of deck that I wanted to try out, and it's been performing really well for me. So I want to make a video on it for you today, just kind of walking through this list. The game plan is just it's Fire Artifact, playing good Earth stuff as well as Wasp Ivy. Wasp Ivy is very difficult to deal with. It's really good, I think, in particular for the Clash ladder, because people are not going to be main decking Cryoblast. Frost is a reasonable deck for people to be playing, and the biggest op for Wasp Ivy is Cryoblast. If you bring this into paper, where you have best of 3, if you want to play this in Premiers, which I think it is good enough to perform well on those, you probably want to have a side deck where you can take out the Side Nectar and Wasp Ivies, as well as the Poison Tunic most likely, for a Game 2, Game 3 scenario, because if they side into Cryoblast, not only does it hit your Valkyries, it hits your Kinleo, it hits Wasp Ivy, and that really, really sucks when you have to put a lot of investment sometimes to getting it out. So I think that this deck is really, really solid and well positioned for the Clash ladder. I think it's a solid option going into Premiers as well. It just comes down to having a solid side deck, because this deck has a couple of existing side deck options that it loses to. Things like the aforementioned Cryoblast. Monster of Eurus also, because this is a Fire Artifact list, can be kind of awkward, especially because we are playing Scythe of Demeter, which we can't cast with a water the same we can Necklace of Harmonia or Poison Tunic to play around Monster of Eurus. But I really like this deck. The ability to play Viserys naturally, the ability to play Scythe and Earthquake as well. These are just really, really good cards. The Side Nectar Wasp Ivy stuff is kind of just like a good payoff you can toss in. It is a benefit that you can have from already kind of doing just general good stuff with Volcaries, with the Galaxy, with Viserys, with Lavalith. This deck just felt really good. I want to just go ahead and hop right into a game. Why waste any time? We'll see you in our game. So I just had probably the buggiest game of Clash I've ever had. And it's crazy that it's the first one that I've recorded. We'll see if this one goes better. Very frustrating game to lose because of like multiple things just not working correctly. This is an awkward going first hand because I'd really rather this is like a go second hand, but I think we'll keep it and just expend to draw. We could also we probably just normal Viserys actually. It's not a great starter, but like I guess we get to develop, and if they go Galaxy, we can just like Gorgon's Gaze and then Viserys over. If I draw a normal cast next turn, we're like cooking. I maybe don't need to set 2 here. The Argo's probably unnecessary. Frankly, I think I'm a little tilted after the last game. All right, never mind. Yes, Galaxy here is gonna be awesome. Please attempt to crash. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Oh, okay, we're just sure. Honestly, I wonder if I like go Cyanectar and I proactively Argo just to like, no, we definitely just Galaxy here. We definitely just go Galaxy and then just trade, I think. Like, I don't mind just trading here. Like, they just don't do anything in return. I don't use any of my back row. I think I'll pay 1 to kill a Galaxy. That's fine by me. I don't mind that. We do have a pretty nice Cyanectar next turn. I really gotta like, I said it, but like I really gotta detail it a little bit from that last one. I'm really annoyed that I lost that game because I think I had every right to win it, but I think I played well. I just got punished by the client. Foamster. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Set 1? Sure. Do I care is the question about what they play out. I think I will go Cyanectar. There's no reason for me to set an Argo here. I think we just swing Viscerus into Foamy and see what they cast out. And then if they interact at all, I have the Argo to deal with it. Let's just find out what they go for. This will also give me some like knowledge, I think. I imagine they go like Snark maybe. They go Tsunami. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. That's also fine by me to bait out a Tsunami there. I think that there is a world where I just kind of dump my counter runes this turn to like Gorgons prevent a Foamy attack maybe, and then Argo. Okay, Galaxy. Sure. Change position. So what do we do? Wish I had more time to think about this. I think I will go confirm. All right. We'll go for Poison Tunic. And I will put it on I feel like Foamy probably, because it punishes if they proactively crash it maybe. And then Cyanectar will trigger. I can't do this in a way where it eats the battle out of it. Did I miss the Wasp Ivy? There it is. So they do get to swing with this Viscerus, but I think I'm fine with that because they have no sets. I can just Wasp Ivy hit over Galaxy next turn. I don't think I even need... I don't feel the need to, like, do anything proactive with Gorgons or... Like, they just swing over Viscerus and I say... auto off. Or they do nothing at all, actually. Yeah. Boom. That's fine. Another Argo is annoying. We'll expend to draw here. Okay. PTA is also kind of cringe. Actually, you know what? I do need to hit over the Foamy here. This is not something I thought about. Because otherwise they can just ascend over it. So I will hit over the Foamy and we'll find out what they go for off of it. So they're going to go -3 here. I don't think there's a lot they can do that deals with Wasp Ivy with a Gorgon set. I do have PTA Argo as well. So that's going to be 1, 2... Sorry, they're going to go -4 here because the expend for taking a hit. Yeah, I do not mind Foamy floating. Go ahead. I'm imagining that they're just like playing Joblin or something. Like that's my shot in the dark. Is they're playing a deck like Joblin. This is gonna float into a Snark, something like that. There's the expend 2, and then we're going to resolve the Foamy cast. Tell me, it's just Eddie. Okay. Sure. Eddie cast. Do I Gorgon? I think yes is the answer. Because we don't need it to swap the Yvie. If it did, Galaxy plus a normal cast deals with it. My Argo does not protect Wasp Ivy in this position. I kind of am like in protect the president mode here, which is annoying. Spivey is a burn for 3 from them. It is funny though to play a unaffected by counter runes card when my opponent has cast a Tsunami and that's it. It seems like they just haven't drawn anything else. Second Eddie here, I think, cooks me. Dratagwa is really good to see. I'm very happy about that. Dratagwa. Do I PTA this? Just to like get stuff off their board, I don't think I mind it. I just pray to draw a normal cast next turn, and then Wasp Ivy over Galaxy, swing over Chautauqua with whatever I draw. Okay, Galaxy's going to defense, so they are just like fully in wall mode, which I'm happy to see, to be honest. Shield of Achilles is annoying. We will expend to draw once more. Maybe this time I will draw an Celestial. No, that is a PTA. I've drawn 3 normal casts. Okay. You know, sometimes that's just how it is. I'll play the shield and then just hit over the Galaxy, I guess. Because I think that's what I'm most concerned about. I'm just seeing dupes of every single counter rune here as well. There's like so many Celestials in deck. There's like 14 more or something like that that are drawable. And any of them are really good top decks here. Smoltuga would have been good because then I can use it with the Galaxy my opponent had. Volcaries would be good. Kinleo would have been pretty phenomenal with the Argo set. Just like praying for a Celestial here. A singular Celestial, please. Sluggle. You got it, buddy. Yeah, there's no reason for me to use any of my back row here because it's just kind of like eating my own life total while my opponent isn't progressing their game state really. I can just hold PTA until they play something that actually threatens Wasp Ivy. Because like if they are playing something Joblin, I just hold shield for that. I guess it depends on how the board state works out. Because like PTA shield maybe makes sense with Argo. I don't know. I just please draw an Celestial, please. I've drawn so many runes. An Celestial would be so nice. An Astrabbit would be incredible here. Volcaries, like I said. Smoltuga is way less good now because my opponent's Galaxy is off board. Okay, we're gonna expend to draw again. Sure. All right, you know what? I'm actually very happy with that. That is totally fine by me. I will go ahead and scythe my Wasp Ivy. Just so that we can start to have some proactive stuff going on. We will go battle phase and we'll hit over. I think the Eddy is now the biggest threat. We will heal 1. And now being able to just do this every turn is really good for me. And I hope that I can kind of like claw back a little bit here as I continue to not draw Lestral. All right, nothing good. Just nothing good. Nothing good here, and I'm living large. Joblin actually would be awesome. Normal cast Joblin would be great. The Foamster is totally fine with me as well. I will PTA this. I will 100% PTA this. I have no qualms about exploding this with a PTA. Been waiting to open up that back row. I probably set Gorgon's Gaze next. I don't know, actually. We'll spin out the Earth. It would be unlucky if I top deck Viserys here. But it would be fine because I would just water enchant it probably. Galaxy is a castable Celestial that I will go ahead and use here. We'll cast an attack. I will use the effect. I'm then going to Ambro and then set Gorgon's Gaze, I think. Swap everything. We'll go Ambrosia with a Thunder. We'll get back Thunder. Double Earth, I think. No, I don't need to do Double Earth because I'm getting one. Look at Water, I think. So we get something like this is for Astrabbit. We're healing an Earth anyway off of the attack over. I guess we do Fire instead of Water. I think this is good. Yeah, we'll do this. Then we will, I think, set Gorgon's Gaze is good. It's like that or PTA, and my brain's not functioning at high enough capacity right now to figure out which makes more sense. We will Wasp Ivy over Chautauqua. We'll Scythe to heal on Earth. And their board will finally be fully clear after so long of not being able to clear their board. Good lord. Swing over this. 5 big booms. Board cleared. They are up 7 spirits on me, but I have 5 on board. So it's like, we're in it. We're in it. I think that my mental is corrected now, so we're good on that aspect. It's just like, what do they have in hand? What normal summons even contest this board state currently? And I don't think there's a lot that do. It's like Champ Galaxy does, but I have Gorgons to then just clap back no matter what. I'm honestly happy with how this game has gone despite how awkward this has been. Okay, Moss Station. Argo. There's no reason to use Argo on this. I think we just like shield the station. No, I'm gonna probably Gorgons it. It depends on if they set or not. Okay, I think I'm gonna Gorgons it and then just hit over with Galaxy. No, I'll hit over with the Wasp IV. I will Gorgons to prevent the attack. I think that this makes the most sense. Oh, back on Earth. Gorgons to prevent the attack. And they scooped. It's just that easy. Seeing so little Alestrals, but hey, you know what? I'll take it. Let's look at the deck a little bit. So after a very buggy game that hopefully you only saw the highlights of or you didn't see at all, I think that this deck performed pretty well across both games. Like, I think it did what it wanted to do. The second game just saw a lot of back row, and that's just it's a game like Alestrals. There's not a lot of consistency cards within this game, and so sometimes you just see one half more than the other. The reason that Fire Artifact is so good is because you are able to get access to things like Torch of Hestia to be able to kind of engineer the top decks a little bit better. And if you're not able to see access to that or Astrabbit, which you do have a lot of copies of in deck, sometimes it just happens. But Wasp Ivy was able to get us over the line. Our opponent, despite having a pretty wide board state, not able to crack through. And because we were drawing all the back, we were able to protect it as well. I'm very happy with how this deck has performed. It went undefeated at locals yesterday. The only, I think, game loss was to my good friend Julian Bungus, a very high-level Alestrals player. And that was one that really, like, variance is a little bit different. Could have gone either way. This deck has performed very well for me, though, and I think it's a really solid option if you've been playing Fire Artifact, you're getting a little exhausted of the playstyle, or you've wanted to play Fire Artifact, but you're tired of playing a sort of more like 5Z beatdown strategy. I think that this just throws a little bit of spice into it, makes it a little bit more interesting. You get to play interesting things like Viscerus, which I've seen some Fire Artifact players leaning towards anyway, and you get to play something a little funny, a little cool. I've really been enjoying this deck a lot, and go ahead and check it out. I highly recommend it. Let's see, is there a code? No, if I remember, I'll put the export code for it in the description. And if you check the end of the video, you'll know that Equilinx goes in the deck. I forgot what I swapped it for, but it goes into the deck for I think I cut a back row. Oh, I think I didn't put Amber to 3. I think I cut Shield down to 2. But Equilinx definitely deserves a slot in here. I just forgot it the first time that I built this deck. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that if you're pre-ordering any Lifestream product, we have an affiliate link in the description. It helps a lot. And if you are buying anything on Clash, we have a creator code KNOTS that gives us a 5% kickback. It helps out a lot. We appreciate it very much. Hopefully we'll have some more Clash content coming to you soon, because honestly, I've been enjoying playing Clash a lot, and it's been really cool to be able to play different decks and play against different decks versus playing at locals or playing at premieres. We're kind of seeing a lot of the same old, same old. So hopefully we'll have a couple more interesting deck lists coming to you pretty soon. I don't know if you saw, but in here I have a couple of interesting ones, like Night Venom. I haven't actually played with the deck yet, but if you're interested, let me know. I'll lab it out and maybe get a deck profile to you sometime soon. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.